Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword puzzle. And today we have the Sunday New York Times crossword posted on November 23rd, 2025. The constructor today is Trenton Charlson. Don't think I've done a Trenton Charlson puzzle before. Will Shorts is the editor, and the title of today's puzzle is Second in Command. I don't know what that will mean, but it will be some kind of hint to the theme that we'll have to figure out. So let's see what we've got today. One across is departed unceremoniously with a question mark. Don't know. One down, fill with love. No, two down is love. Blank. No, three down, canine frenemy of Garfield. I think that's Odie from the Garfield comic strip. Four down, leisurely evening walk, stroll. Does not fit. I miscounted the letters there. What else would you call a stroll? Don't know. Five down, Addis Ababa's country. That's Ethiopia. Abbreviation, I think, would be ETH. Six down, German article. Ein would be an indefinite article in German. It could be das or der, one of those. It could be a definite article. What's one across? Departed unceremoniously. Yeah, that probably ends in an ed as a past tense verb. So this could be die, das, der, one of those. 16 across, seeing someone, say. No. And 20 across, certain vacation booking in Madrid. This one in italics. So this will be part of our theme, which was, the title of the puzzle is Second in Command. Certain vacation booking in Madrid. No, don't know what that is. 23 across, Samwise blank, companion of Frodo Baggins from The Lord of the Rings. That's Samwise Gamgee. I really enjoy those books and movies. 27 across, pants in slang. Trow. You can drop trow to take off your pants. 34 across, one may keep a watch on you. No. 20 down, police department members, could be sergeants, possibly agents. Department is abbreviated in the clue, so we're looking for an abbreviation in the answer as well. 16 down, dizzying designs. No, one down, fill with love, enamor. Two down, love blank. One across, departed unceremoniously. You eloped. You departed, the wedding couple departed without a ceremony. They skipped the ceremony, so they departed unceremoniously. That justifies the question mark, I think. That's clever. 16 across, seeing someone. Say, you're currently seeing, you were on a date, seeing someone at the moment. Paseo? Maybe I'm influenced by knowing 20 across has maybe some reference to Spanish language, having a booking in Madrid. Paseo, I don't think I've seen that word in English, but it is a word in Spanish for a stroll, so it's probably been borrowed. This could begin Spanish, the vacation booking in Madrid. Seems to fit with the letters we have. 16 down, dizzying designs. Op art? What is op art? That sounds familiar. Are those magic eye paintings? Is that op art? What does op stand for? I don't know. Two down, love blank, love language. Crosswords are my love language. One may keep a watch on you, a watch strap. May keep the watch on your wrist from falling off. So it is sergeants for the police department members. Op art, enamor, language. Those look all right. And let's try der for the German article, definite article. Certain vacation booking, Spanish. Don't know. 7 across, contained, held. Is a nice synonym for contained with 4 letters. 17 across, couldn't agree more. No, 7 down. Mark, who portrayed Luke Skywalker? That's Mark Hamill. 8 down, it may come with attachments. An email might do that. 9 down, shepherded, led. And 10 down, part of what makes you, you would be your DNA, I think. So couldn't agree more. We'll try amen there. Spanish Ramada. Ramada Inn is a hotel chain, or motel chain, I guess. And maybe we're taking Spanish Armada, the Spanish fleet, and we are changing the words around to make it Spanish Ramada. We're second in command, so maybe we're taking, if we took the word Armada, we took the second letter and put it in command, moved it to the front of the word, then Armada becomes Ramada. Maybe that is what is going on here. 24 across, number of ancient kings in pre-Republic Rome. 3, I guess. Is that the triumvirate? Then 21 down, do the right thing. Right spelled like the Wright brothers, like like Orville and Wilbur. Is this something to do with airplane, air? I don't know. And 28 across, billions and billions of boutique items. Don't know that. All right, but I think we've got a handle on the theme at least. 11 across, tries to get a rise out of. Provokes, 18 across, couldn't agree more. Another couldn't agree more. We had amen for this one. 18 down is mind. No, 11 down, ring master. Nope, 12 down, up, now. Up, comma, now. Don't know. 13 down, cousin of Gomez Adams from the Addams Family TV show. Cousin It was another character. 14 down, when the first mammals and dinosaurs appeared. Okay, maybe there's some kind of age, Cretaceous period or something like that. I don't know when mammals and dinosaurs first appeared. 15 down, made it big. No, tries to get a rise out of for 11 across. 18 across, couldn't agree more. 22 across, things from a distant land. No. 25 across, look for. 26 across, play one's part. Could be to act in a play. Billions and billions of boutique items. That is not clicking. So I'm not having much luck in this corner. Big fiasco for 25 down. Snafu, perhaps. 31 down, indignant retort. So retort is usually are not, am so, something like that. It might begin with an A. 32 down, like many of Horace's works. Horace, I associate Horace with odes. I guess he wrote a lot of odes. Big fiasco. 37 across, programming pioneer Lovelace is Ada Lovelace. 41 across, put out. Send might fit. Or something else. 42 down, metaphorical place of indecision. I'm still on the fence about my answer, but I think I'll decide as to put in fence. So put out. No, I don't like an F ending for that. I am put out. I am miffed. I am, 44 across, what wily coyote thinks before his new purchase backfires. Don't know. Indignant retort. Big fiasco. Maybe this is miff, because I kind of like snafu for big fiasco. Although I'm not terribly confident about it. But that would put an F here. And we could do M-I-F-F. Indignant retort. I am so. What else would Horace write? I like the D for Ada. Maybe it is odic, an adjectival form of ode. They are odic works. I've never seen that word before, but that could work. And then this could end in rescue or miscue. That could be a U. For what Wile E. Coyote thinks before his new purchase backfires. So let's try snafu. Billions and billions. Is it 1 million? That wouldn't be billions and billions. And in rescue or miscue. No. What's 39 across? Exceed. Go past. 29 down. Jalopy. Is an old car. 30 down. John in the Radio Hall of Fame. Radio. No. And do the right. Oh, maybe this is aviate. To emulate Orville and Wilbur Wright could be to aviate, to do the right thing. Then that gives us 7 kings in pre-Republic Rome, okay, written in Roman numerals. So, honest to goodness, real. Then jalopy is John Tesh in the Radio Hall of Fame. I'm not sure about that. Let's keep going here. 44 down, word with gauge or guitar. Amp? Maybe? I'm not sure about that either. Standing on the street. No. And 46 down, it opened in 1835 with a Chamber of Horrors. Oh, 50 across. Nest egg initials. You might have an individual retirement account in your nest egg. Tiny stinger for 56 across. Could be some kind of ant or bee. Gauge or guitar. Your reputation, your street cred is your reputation. You're standing on the street. That could be it. Is this some kind of World's Fair? What would open with a Chamber of Horrors? Madame Tussauds Wax Museum? No. Tiny stinger. And 63 across. Activity for a nimble-footed noble in Imperial Russia. A nimble-footed noble. No idea. All right, 57 down. Japan's largest carrier. Carrier might be an airline. ANA, I think, is a Japanese. Also is JAL. I think there are 2 major airlines in Japan. Maybe it's JAL. Tiny stinger. Kind of like ant. Could be a red ant. Air gauge, air guitar. Oh, air gauge could be that thing you use to see if your tire's deflated. Air guitar is one of my favorite instruments to play. Acme is suggested by Wile E. Coyote for 44 across. Acme to the rescue. Came to the rescue. Switches to Acme to the rescue. So came to the rescue is a phrase, a common phrase. We change it to Acme to the rescue to make it a reference to the Roadrunner cartoons with Wile E. Coyote. Okay, I'd like that. Strengths are potencies, I think. 51 across Nashville to Asheville direction. Probably east-northeast or east-southeast. Little reminders are Post-its, I think. So let's try east-southeast for the Nashville to Asheville direction. And then jalopy, that should be an E. This is my old car. It's an old crate. So octillion could be billions and billions. Cotillion is a word. So we take cotillion, we change it to octillion. What is a phrase that begins with cotillion? I don't know. Never been to a cotillion. Mind, that could be obey. Heed. Couldn't it agree more. Things from a distant land. Look for, seek. Trying to think of a word for search with 4 letters. Seek would fit. Let's try obey for mind. Or is it heed? Or is it something else entirely? Octillion. Ring master. Thinking of Sam Gamgee from the previous clue. Lord of the Rings. Up now. Awake? Why is it now? 33 down. Float component. No. 38 across. Snooped around. That might be nosed around. Huh. I'm having a difficult time with the puzzle. Over 15 minutes. I'm only about, not even a third of the way through. Actress Khan, who played Frenchie in Grease. I saw that several times. We had it on, we recorded it on TV. I think that's Dee Khan. Indiana pro athlete is could be a pacer. Indiana pacer, basketball player. Then grovels, eats dirt. A cotillion years? Boutique items. Made it big. Succeeded. Summer hours in LA could be, that's Pacific Daylight Time. Yeah, so this is some kind of period. So maybe Jurassic period. Jurassic is kind of a guess there. Triassic, maybe? Tries to get a rise out of. Yeah, I don't like that J ending there. Couldn't agree more, of course. Or so true. Maybe would it be? I think there's a Triassic period as well. Things from a distant land. Exotica are exotic things. Yeah, so let's try heed. Maybe. Cotillion dresses. Oh, boutique could be a dress shop. Okay. So we'll try cotillion dresses, but change it to octillion dresses because we have billions and billions of them. Ringmaster. Couldn't agree more. How true? A boxer would be a master of a boxing ring, I guess. Tries to get a rise out of Bates. Then awoken, so you were, before you were asleep, but now you are up. You have been awoken, I guess. Cousin it. Triassic period. Let me make sure I've got that spelled correctly. I think that's right. And then succeeded. Okay, Dee Khan, Indiana Pacer. Yes, those are right. Okay, that's the top third of the puzzle list. Haven't got a song yet, so let's try and get one of those in. 52 across, big name in kitchenware. I think that's OXO. I've seen that as a crossword answer a couple times. San Francisco's blank valley. Napa Valley is not far. There's a Knob Hill. Is there also a Knob Valley? I used to live in the San Francisco area, but I don't remember a Knob Valley. Badam for 60 across. Bacurse? Don't know that. 58 across. Pretty please. No. And so this is the activity for a nimble-footed noble in Imperial Russia. And I think it begins with dancing. So maybe we take Dancing with the Stars, Dancing with the Stars, the TV show. We change that title to Dancing with the Tsars by switching the first and second letter of star, and we get Tsar. Okay, so I think that's what that is. 58 down, some sci-fi film effects. That's a computer-generated image, CGI. Utterances of disappointment could be Oz. Pretty please, can I? That gives us rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat for 47 down. Charge to redeem mutual fund. You have to pay an exit fee to get your money out of a mutual fund, maybe. Number one, say. First, no. 65 down, Goldie, who won a 1969 Oscar for A Cactus Flower. Goldie Hawn is an actress, I think, with a W. Number one. No. 4x4 for one, 60 down. That could be an all-terrain vehicle or a ute, a utility vehicle. I guess number one could be the favorite. So 68 across, I think we'll try fave for that. ATV, all-terrain vehicle for 4x4. Badam, accurse, an accursed occurrence or cursed person. There we go. Stare down is to outlook. The national fruit of Japan, the kaki, is a variety of it. And so let's check out Nob Hill, or Nob Valley, which I hadn't heard of, but Nob Hill made me think it might be correct. But persimmon is a Japanese fruit, or a fruit that I associate with Japan. What is the valley? Stare down. I kind of like outlook, like the set of single-digit integers. There would be 9 of them. So are they a nonet, or another word for a group of 9? Start of many a Latin American city name could be San, the Spanish word for saint. Reason to see an ophthalmologist, maybe a sty. Would you see an ophthalmologist for a sty? The single-digit integers is a finite set. Yes, 90-degree bend would be an L-shaped bend. It could be spelled E-L-L. Olive of old cartoons from Popeye. Olive! Popeye used to refer to olive oil, his girlfriend. Sty, L, and then 79 across, figure, who might say, look at me on the cover of all these fashion magazines. Some kind of model. Don't know what it is, though. Okay, 67 across, cocktails with Curacao. Mai Tai is what they have Curacao in them, maybe. Scruffs are the scruff of your neck, or the nape of your neck. Then meeting of the minds is ESP, extrasensory perception. 71 across, suffix with 75 down. Let's come back to that. 77 across, little reminders. No. 85 across, many a university benefactor, informally, an alumnus would probably be a benefactor for a university. Observes Ramadan, in a way. Ramadan is a period of fasting, so it would be fasts. 71 down, very fast. 72 down, reminiscent of a certain French author's work. Will probably be something esque. We'll have to figure out the author's name. Maybe this is Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Madame Tussauds, yeah, that fits. I guess she first had a Chamber of Horrors. Okay, did not know that. Little reminder, are they notes? Experts in CPR for 78 down would be EMTs, emergency medical technicians. Let's try notes for little reminders. Very fast. Émile Zola is a French author, so something reminiscent of Zola's work would be Zola-esque. Still no songs. I'm trying to come up with one. Very fast. Naked as a jaybird. Tight fit. Squishy? No. Squished, maybe. Tight formations. Tight fit and tight formations. In a flash. could be very fast. Huddles are tight formations. 105, 8 down, newsroom VIPs would be the editors. Mortal mother of Dionysus. The mortal mother. So not one of the gods or goddesses, but I don't know that myth. Is it Sibyl, maybe? 97 down, tears down. No, and Bonanza discoveries. I think Bonanza was a TV show I used to watch when I was a kid. Bonanza is a discovery of ore, gold ore, or some other precious metal ore. 96 across. What bridesmaids might point out as the inferior choice while shopping. The lesser of two veils. Yeah, trying to figure out how I could take lesser of two evils and make it into something wedding related. And we take evils and switch the E and the V, and we get lesser of two veils, which might be something bridesmaids are helping to pick out. Still don't know that. Tears down could be raises. Sargasso Sea quartet. There are 4 S's in Sargasso Sea. Contrarian in a nursery rhyme. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. So Mary is the contrarian Mary there. And squeeze is a tight fit. And Semele is the mortal mother of Dionysus. I'm not familiar with that name. Okay. Comically ridiculous. Daffy or something like that. Figure who might say, look at me, I'm on the cover of all these fashion magazines. Mouth puckering for 86 across is probably sour. And sugar suffix, sugars end in OSE, sucrose, lactose, fructose. Goofy for the comically ridiculous. Send packing is to oust. Is this egocentric? Look at me. I'm on the cover of all these magazines. See how vain I am? Egocentric. What is that a pun on? Oh, geocentric model is a model of the solar system with Earth at the center, later disproved in favor of the heliocentric model, which is what we know today. Okay, we take geocentric, we make it an egocentric model. All right, that's a little obscure. Banana Republic competitor is J. Crew, and many a yeshiva student would be a Jew, a Jewish person. 75 across, kiss blank, kiss cam. Stare down is to outface, and it is no way valley. Not familiar with that. All right, kiss cam, like some suits. No, a dirty look. No, 83 down. Actor Malik of The Amateur. That's Rami Malek. Sport. Some kind of game. Nope. One might have a how's my driving bumper sticker. You might see that on a semi-truck. A dirty look is a... I don't know. You can have civil suits or criminal suits. Why is how are these linked? 71 across. Suffix with 75 down. Civilize. Okay, yeah, that does work. This was sport. Sport is to wear something, to have it on, to sport a new jacket or something like that. Oh, give somebody the eye is to give somebody a dirty look, to give somebody the eye. There's a song about give some fella the eye, Can't see you in the arms of another guy. Okay, I can't quite get into that song. So we may not get a good song today. 104 Cross, Jedi Trained by Luke Skywalker. Rey from the sequels, right? Aquatic apex predators or orcas. Lithe could be spelt. 92 across is home of the 8 of the world's 10 tallest mountains, maybe in the Himalayas, Nepal. 84 down, approximately 33.8 fluid ounces. Maybe that's 1 liter, or some other measurement like a gill or something. Puts forward, posits, perhaps. It may elicit a blessing. You may say, bless you to someone who sneezes. Advance is alone. Bananas, loco. I think this is 1 liter. Country singer Yearwood is Trisha Yearwood. And I can't even think of a Trisha Yearwood song to sing. 109 across. Contents of a murky cauldron. Twice. I don't know what that is. 109 down, kind of PC port. Could be a USB port, perhaps. Museum funding organization. National Endowment for the Humanities or for the Arts. 114 across, parking spot. With a question mark, so maybe your seat, where park it. Park your carcass here. Corner of a diamond. Baseball diamond. A base has bases at the corners. Let's try USB port. Maybe this is nuclear reaction becoming unclear. Reaction. National Endowment for the Arts for 110 down, the Museum Funding Organization. Tuna often served. Tartar could be ahi tuna. 112 down, Stimpy's cartoon pal is Wren. Legendary snake exterminator, familiarly, would be St. Patrick, St. Pat. Emulate a vagabond to roam or rove. Trailer for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no food, no pets. Ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8-by-10 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. Okay, squeeze in 1 song at the end. Not very good, but King of the Road reminds me of to rove, to wander, to be a vagabond, to be king of the road. Okay, so we take nuclear option is our last themed answer. Contents of a murky cauldron, and we are doing it twice. We are switching the first and second letters of both nuclear and option, and we get unclear potion. So that's the contents of the murky cauldron. What else did I fill in while I was singing? We had St. Pat, rove, if you want to, 1 liter, posits, heave to for stop to a sailor, and inters is a word for berries. All right, there we go. That was the Sunday New York Times for today, 32 minutes and change. So a little bit difficult. Usually I can do a Sunday in under 30 minutes if I'm not doing too much explaining along the way. What was this word? Oh, red ant. That's 2 words. Yeah, a couple clues here tripped me up because they were red, or they were 2 words. The I tripped me up a little bit. Red ant. There might have been another one that I can't quite think of now. Awoken was difficult for me to get up now. Succeeded turned out to be pretty straightforward for made it big. And then our themed answers were Spanish Ramada, Octillion Dresses, Acme to the Rescue, Dancing with the Tsars, Egocentric Model, Lesser of 2 Veils, and Unclear Potion. All right, that was a good puzzle, a clever theme, and it wasn't too hard to figure out the theme. And once we did figure out the theme, it helped us get some of the answers, I think. Lesser of 2 Veils came pretty I didn't have very many letters in there to be able to figure that one out, comparatively speaking. All right, that was a good puzzle. Thanks so much for joining me today. Please come back for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.